Howdy, one and all, and welcome to Random SEC and a fun episode today as we're going to be breaking down the number 10 Miami Hurricanes walking into Kyle Field to face the number 7 Texas A&M Fighting Aggies. They're 11 and 1, facing off against the 10 and 2 Hurricanes, and we are pumped because, believe it or not, Random SEC, me, Andrew, and Garrett will be headed to College Station and be in attendance
Yes, sir.
for this ruckus environment. 11 a.m. Central kickoff. Boy, can I not wait for this one.
Yeah, if they would have put it at night, they missed a beautiful opportunity, but it's whatever.
I agree. It should definitely be at night. The night game is James Madison in Oregon, which is nowhere near the hype around
Cold.
A&M
Yeah.
Hurricane A&M versus Miami. Um, I may be wrong here, but I believe that A&M and Miami faced off against each other maybe last year or the year before. But it's two totally different teams now, either way, but kind of familiar opponents. Um, both have a common opponent in Notre Dame. Both beat Notre Dame. Those are Notre Dame's only two
The
losses.
last time they played was Miami won,
When was it?
2008.
Oh, I guess I'm making that up.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't know what you're hallucinating. I'll have what you're having though.
I guess I'm making that up, but nonetheless, a great game. Two Adidas sponsored, I guess, affiliates, which is a little rare in this age of college football. Most teams are Nike. But that's besides the point. Let's get to the football of it. Kyle Field puts you at a slight favorite no matter who's the opponent, it seems like. Notre Dame, I mean,
It's an
A&M
upper
is a
a
3.5 point
4%
favorite.
edge, baby.
So,
Yes, sir.
um, yeah, just go ahead and you give your initial thoughts here.
So what I think needs to happen is Carson Beck needs to throw interceptions. I think that's what will win Texas A&M the game. If he has a no interception day, it's going to be hard for the Aggies. It's going to be very rough for them. But he's done it all season, and whenever he's pressured, like Texas A&M's defense does have, I think that is what gives them the fighting chance. I don't have too many issues on the offense. Marcel Reed does also have an interception problem, not to the degree that Carson Beck does. So I'll give it to the Aggies. I think a field goal is an adequate assessment of where the game will end. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a riveting game. But both have good offenses and good defenses. Great, I would say, on both sides.
Oh yeah.
Um,
See,
yeah,
am I wrong to say that this is going to be a extremely defensive game? I mean, I'm looking down the depth charts of both these teams. These are two of the best the defensive teams in the country, man. Two top five defenses, and I'm looking at the defensive line specifically, and you got Cassius Howell for A&M, and you got Ruben Bain for Miami. I mean, this is just going to be an absolute brawl in the
made by
trenches.
existence. Yeah,
Yeah. Um, Look, I think you're right. I think it's going to come down to turnovers. I think that Kyle Field advantage is gonna maybe force one for the Hurricane, and you're probably right. It's probably most likely going to come in a Carson Beck interception. Beck's been pretty impressive this year, but he has made some boneheaded interceptions. Um, Look, they lost to Louisville and SMU, not two stellar teams, two teams that are nowhere near to the caliber of the Aggies. So if as long as A&M brings their A game, I think they got this one. But once again, not to sleep on Miami. Miami is a great team. You know, I think Cristobal will have his guys ready, but I also think Elko will.
yeah. I think Ruben Bain Jr. needs to do a lot of his pass rushing ability. I think Tooney, Malachi Tony, yeah, that's his name. Sorry. I think the freshman wide receiver, needs to really show out. Make moves in space, miss tackles for Miami. Texas
Yeah.
A&M also, on their side, also Casey Concepcion, Mario Craver,
Oh yeah.
Ashton Bethel Roman. They have a lot of offensive weapons, so I would give the offensive edge to Texas A&M on this.
Yeah. Look,
But yeah,
I mean, but both these teams, I don't want to say they're too similar, but they kind of fit a similar mold. I mean, elite wide receivers and pretty elite defenses. I'd say Texas A&M has the quarterback edge and probably the running back edge as well. Um, this
Right.
is A&M's game
Stable.
to lose, in my opinion. So we're,
I
we're
think
gonna
you're right.
need we don't need like a stellar
Oh, my bad.
performance from Marcel Reed, but as you said, we're gonna need him to not make mistakes, not throw interceptions. He has a little short of 3,000 yards on the season, 25 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. So that's a pretty good, ratio there. Um, but we're going to need to see a great game from Marcel Reed. And then we're going to need to see, yeah, maybe a turnover or two from Miami. But overall, I think, A&M, if all goes right, flush that Texas game out. That wasn't them. And that's kind of their bane, flush that game out, play your brand of football, and you should be just fine.
Yes, sir. I agree. Texas A&M.
In front of your home crowd. I mean, let's keep it a buck here. This is going to be one of the craziest atmospheres of all time. I think. We saw last year with Notre Dame in the college football playoffs. It was absolutely electric, more electric than that stadium ever is. Just
I was
imagine,
at that game.
yeah,
It
and
was
just
great.
imagine Kyle Field, man. It's gonna be something to behold, and I am pumped to be there. Not the biggest A&M guy, but that's just the
You got to
atmosphere.
experience Kyle Field
The
at least
atmosphere
once,
is
man.
it's going to be awesome, and we'll see if I do the whatever the swaying thing is. I don't know if I'll do that one. Um, but
It's on and off, man. It's a tradition, dude.
we'll
When
see.
in Rome. When in
We'll
Rome.
see.
That's
Um,
what I'll say to that.
Look, yeah, I mean, overall, I think this is probably the most anticipated matchup of the college football playoffs for the common eye in the first round. Alabama, Oklahoma may have a word with that, but this game is going to be a lot of fun. To, as we said, elite defenses, and I'm just interested to see who we can get, who's going to have the big game. Who's going to have that big play that either makes the crowd erupt or makes them go silent. I'm just really ready for that.
Me too. Me too, man. Football at its finest. Can't wait. All right.
All right, thank you all for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure you like and comment. We really would appreciate it. We're a growing channel and we need all the help we can get. And also, if you haven't already, make sure to follow us on all socials, Instagram especially. We're nearing 15K there, and TikTok too, Twitter and Facebook, all at the Random SEC. See you later.